Hello, everybody. How's it going? Tonight, we got a video just talking about Grassroot Greats. Obviously, this promo has a ton of hype, and I don't know if the hype is going to continue. Well, it is kind of in a way. So I'm going to tell you guys the good news first, and then we're going to have the bad news, okay? So there's going to be two kind of doses in this video. We're going to start off with the good news, because I want to be positive, and then we're going to talk about the reality, what's actually going to happen. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, and as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I never got to make an official video on it, but thank you guys so much for 900,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube. That is a lot of people, so thank you guys, man, who have been watching the videos and supporting through the years. So, Grassroot Greats, as I said, we are going to be starting with the good news. The good news is that Maradona is going to be out this Friday, and not only is this good news, it gets even better. We are actually going to be having, and it was leaked earlier and now confirmed, a Zidane-esque moment. Which, what does that mean? Okay, Maradona is coming as an Evo, and apparently, I think he Evos up to at least 95, if not 96. Now, I still don't know what it's going to mean in terms of, is there going to be one on the market? Now, EA just recently, as you just saw in the previous one, if you've been living under a rock and you haven't been playing FC, you're clicking on this video because you want to know what's going on with this free Maradona. Essentially, EA gave out a free Zidane, a 90 rated, and then I think if you had played FC 24 or you pre-ordered this game, they gave you a club member Evo. Then you could make him from a 90 to a 94 with evolutions, which is you play some games, he levels up. I would just, for the assumption, say that probably will be the same. So if you're watching this video, you haven't, it's tough. If you haven't really played this game like a pre-order, or you haven't played the last year's game, I don't know if you could do the Evo. I'm just being real. I was saying Real Madrid because I was doing a video about Real Madrid. Just giving you the reality. I don't know if it's going to be like that. Hopefully, they just let everybody Evo it. I think that's only fair, especially if they're trying to drive sales to the game. I don't know. Is a Maradona return? Yeah, I think a Maradona return to FIFA as is. We'll see what the base card is like. Obviously, you know, if you guys saw the previous tweet, which I was showing you, they're hinting at it's going to be a 91. And that would make sense, too, because Zidane, the full was a 94. And I think what his on-the-market version is, I think it's actually a 94 now. Maradona in FIFA has always been, you know, usually a 97. Him and Pele are the highest rated. So I think with the way they did icons, he'd be a 95. So I'm assuming that you'll be able to make him from a 91 to a 95. That is what I'm assuming. Even that card as a base card, if they give him 5-star, 4-star, probably, will be enough for people to want to download and try him out. So that is the good news, that you're going to have an upgradable Maradona, which for me is insane. Like, Maradona is one of my favorite players of all time, if not my favorite player ever. Just watching highlights of this guy, ridiculous. It was so sad. Obviously, he passed away, and then also he's just not been in FIFA the last couple of years. He was also one of my favorite players to use in FIFA, so he is returning on Friday. You will be able to use Maradona, which is awesome. And I don't know, man. Like, I was just reading through this tweet as well. And basically, what a masterclass from EA Sports to offer Zidane and seemingly Maradona in a game so focused on making money. Well, look, don't look past this. Obviously, they're doing it to make money, though, because every time if people see that and they want to try the free card, they're going to buy the game. So it is an incentive to make money, but it's a nice incentive to get a ton of people playing, and for the people that have been playing to get these free cards. I like how eFootball does this with the daily game stuff. He says the worst part is that people complain because we all have the same team, but when it comes to upgrading Saliba, there's no problem. Look, I agree with this today, too. People in my stream today were complaining about, oh, my God, Zidane, oh, my God, Maradona. Bro, if it bothers you so much, don't play. I don't understand how we could be complaining about evolution icons and legendary icons, bro. Like Zidane and Maradona, you know, the greats of football. Okay, so that is the good news, okay? We're going to tell you guys the bad news now, okay? So the good news is that Friday is going to be a Maradona Evo. It's going to be crazy. It's going to have a lot of market impacts. The bad news is that, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm directly blaming this on the leakers, this promo doesn't look like what the leakers were telling us it was going to be. Grassroot Greats, the leakers were essentially telling us that Gervinho, Ibarbo, and Doumbia, these OG FIFA cards, were getting added in with Maradona and Beckenbauer. Now, obviously, they got the Maradona part right. We haven't heard anything about Beckenbauer, okay? But you see this, obviously, Juninho, right? This is a player that's been leaked as well, hinted at by EA. Grassroot Greats this week, you know? Whether or not this was ever the plan for EA to bring cards back, I think just my perspective is that I've seen so many people that don't even play FIFA anymore sit there because nostalgia is a hell of a drug and say, damn, man, I want to log back on and try these cards again. They all got removed. they all, left that era, right? Like Doumbia, Barbo, obviously S-Wine, these players not really playing anymore. Or and if they are, they're at the end. They're in leagues that maybe aren't licensed. So, look, I think there was a huge group of people that we were sold this promo. The name of it, too. Like, if you think about the name of Grassroot Greats, maybe it's a bit of both. It's the leakers and it's EA, right? We thought it was going to go one way. And look, I'm not sitting here complaining about the Maradona. Nobody's doing that. Obviously, that is super sick. We were looking forward to seeing stuff like this, right? Even something legendary. The funny part about Valderrama, he always had 18 defending, right? So if they gave him a crazy, really usable card with 18 defending, this would get a lot of, of the Colombian fans wanted to try this card out, right? It's the same way all the retro FIFA guys want to use Ibarbo, Gervinho, Doumbia, right? So, look, this was like a Team 1 prediction. Now, we haven't heard anything about Beckenbauer. I think he is still going to return. He might be a part of Team 2. I look at this promo saying there's going to be probably 2 teams, and maybe EA will do what they did with Maradona for Beckenbauer the following week. Maybe that's going to be, Team 2, you get a Beckenbauer Evo. That would be sick. But obviously, look, you look at the Team 1 predictions. This is what a lot of people were expecting. And you look at the team, this wasn't going to be an obstacle because we had the leaks, essentially, that Ibarbo, Gervinho, and Doumbia were added. And then, as I said, I thought that basically, I don't know if EA, I think we would have known if they were going to add all the other players that aren't in the game. So I thought what they would do is take old school FIFA legends, Mertens, Vidal, Martial, Renato, Conte, Royce, Matuidi, Alaba, Hamzik, right? Players that are still in this game and make them boosted or give them certain cards. That's what I thought was the most likely outcome that was going to happen. That's what I thought, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we see like Juninho added. We see them starting to add other players. S-Wine. I mean, in terms of EA's hype level, that would break the charts. I think there could actually be more viewership at moments in parts of this game, not over time, than Team of the Year because of that nostalgia that everybody would be wanting to log on, live players, use these cards. I genuinely believe that. So, we've gone from these beautiful cards, this stream, to, and again, this is another example. This is what I'm saying. Cards like Nainggolan. Look, now we have Hamzik has been confirmed. So that is a W. Obviously, he's still in the game. But the bad news is this, and this is, look, obviously these cards are still crazy, right? It doesn't look like what we were told. We're now being told there's no Ibarbo, Gervinho, Doumbia. We've heard nothing about those 3 being in this promo. Apparently they've been added, but they're not coming in this promo. We've now heard confirmed that there's going to be Foodie as an icon, Ian Wright as an icon, Baggio as an icon, Ribery, who's already had a Centurions card this year or whatever he had, Drogba, and Stam. So that's what we've heard. And again, for me, Grassroot Greats, the name of the promo, what the leakers were telling us, none of these 6 players, maybe outside of Ribery, but even icons, they weren't really like old school like FIFA legends, which is what a lot of people thought it was going to be. So, this is the players that we have been told are confirmed in Team 1. And as you guys can see, the reaction today and the reaction from me, it's disappointing, man. It is disappointing because, again, EA have been doing, I have to give them credit, a lot of good stuff recently. You guys know it's probably been the most glazing and credit I've given EA ever because of the patch they made, because of the repeatable 8220, because of so many things, right? This free Maradona. But to see what the actual promo is going to be, it's just not it, man. It's just not it. And I think the Maradona thing is going to be really cool, but I think this is going to annoy a lot of people. And I think ultimately, just like you guys who are watching this video and myself, I'm just disappointed, man. I'm disappointed because I was really looking forward to this promo because there was nothing like we've ever had before. And I guess, look, you look at this team, the icons I just showed you, it's a nice team. Right? Let's not act like it's not a good team. There's a lot of really nice cards. McAllister, Dybala, Olise is very good this year. Araujo's very good. Bruno's always good. Watkins might get a nice card. Cool to have a Jamie Vardy. Whatever you want to say, right? It's not a bad team, but it's kind of just that normal promo feeling plus Maradona. It'd be one thing if we did get, this team, which would be disappointing because obviously the community wants to see even the prediction I showed you, which would be possible with Conte and, with Royce and, those players that are still in the game. The best chance was that they added more. But even if we just had, this, which would have been disappointing, plus Ibarbo, Doumbia, Gervinho, and then Maradona, Beckenbauer, that would have been fire. But now it looks like, I'm not complaining that we're going to get a free Maradona Evo. I'm just disappointed in the overall promo. The Maradona thing is great. for me, it's not even that relevant to what this promo is. Now I'm just talking about the promo, and I'm definitely disappointed with it. And I'm like, who do I blame here? Ultimately, is this a fault of the leaks? Is this a fault of EA? Is it something in between? Because again, you look at the name of the promo, and it does make sense what the leakers were saying. So I don't know if EA changed up somewhere. I don't know what went wrong, but I feel like from EA's perspective, they've lost a huge opportunity here to really capitalize on probably the coolest FIFA promo ever. So was it too good to be true? I weirdly had that feeling the whole time. I'm not saying I predicted that it was going to go this way. I still thought no matter what, we would see Gervinho, Doumbia, Ibarbo. But, I mean, man, Grassroot Greats, and some of these players were not even really on FIFA like in FIFA 18. So I don't know, man. It's not giving that unique feeling. We will still see. I'm assuming Beckenbauer is still going to get added. It would be pretty cool if they did the same thing with the Evo with him. I don't know if they will. That would be pretty cool. And ultimately, it's definitely not what I think everybody was expecting this to be. What I will say real quickly, just to point out, what we are seeing as a reaction to this free Maradona is that cams on the market are dying. Cole Palmer is down from, Team of the Year Cole Palmer. Team of the Year Cole Palmer is down from, he's down like 300K on both consoles. Zico look how much Zico is down. This is a card that's like super rare. This card is down 500K on both consoles because everyone is going to know that, look, no matter what, Maradona is going to be crazy. Charlton is down a ton. That's a good card. Jude Bellingham is down a ton. The players with the alternate positions, like the center mid, CDMs that are cams, definitely shouldn't be getting panic sold. That doesn't make any sense. The players that only have cam, I understand it. Like if Leao is down, like this does not really make sense, because Leao people use on the wing anyways. Nobody really uses Leao as a cam. Let me see here. Can we go back just to look at Maradona? And, just a final thought here. Like, we will see. I've loved Maradona in FIFA's, man. I've always used him. I've always really liked him. I'm very excited to see what happens. Flippin kind of got rid of their previous versions. But, this is kind of what had happened. Because if you look in this FIFA at the ratings, Maradona and Pele have always been the highest rated players. Always. So you can see here, Pele was 98. Maradona was 97. Right, this is when we had base, mid, and all that. And now if we go to current FIFA and we just search by icons, I'm pretty sure, I think it's Pele 95, right? And then, wait, why am I struggling here? Can we get icons here? Yeah, icon. And then it's 94, right? So expect Maradona, I think, to be able to be evoed from 91 to 95. Maybe it's to 96. Maybe it's 91 to 95. And then there's going to be one on the market, that's a little bit crazier as a 97. I don't know. As is with Maradona, what did he have in previous FIFAs? 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, pretty much most years. Finesse shot trait, technical trait, flair, and that's what he had. I think pretty much. I don't know if he had any different traits on his other cards. I think that's something in the past EA definitely could have done better, which is like give different versions traits, which they never really did. Looks like the Moments card had 5-star, 4-star, right? So, we will see what EA decide to go for. Let's just in terms of the crash with the cams, what's my thoughts on it? Like, I think if Maradona is 5'3", a lot of these cards will probably go back up. No matter what, Maradona is going to, be probably, I would be shocked if EA only let it be a cam as well. EA gave everybody this 90, what is this? This 90 Zidane, right? Cam and center mid. And then he can go to a 94 and cam and center mid, right? And has all the roles. So I would be really, well, actually, we got to do it like this, right? Yeah, hold on. Like this. So, I would be really, but that's the boost you gave Zidane, right? Look how crazy this was, right? So plus 8 shooting, plus 2 passing, plus 2 dribbling, plus 4 defending, plus 4 physical. Better roles, a playstyle plus. And it's better than the 94. It's honestly potentially better than the 96, I think. So, you're going to probably be able to make a pretty crazy Maradona card. This is how his 91 used to be as is. So even if they just release this 1 playstyle plus, you can give him 2 and, give him pretty substantial boosts. If he can go to 5'4", he's going to be insane, right? That's where this panic sell on the cams is going to be making sense because this Zidane is still in my team on both accounts, and he's crazy. So, I would be surprised if EA, for a return of Maradona, for a level of a Maradona player, released this guy and he was going to be even worse somehow. That literally would not make any sense to me. And if we just go to my Twitter real quick, if you can get past all the Madrid stuff that I was tweeting about today, they're making a really big deal about it, right? Like obviously they're tweeting it out in the home menus, so I would expect he's going to be very good. And look, the hype for me on this promo is great. A little disappointed at what could have been, right? Even if it was just this, which I thought it would be at the worst. So maybe some of the SBCs can make up for it. Maybe EA can kind of like salvage some of this with SBCs. I don't know what to expect, but I just want to drop an update for you guys tonight because a lot has changed in the last 24 hours of this promo. And I know a lot of you guys watched the previous video and you were really excited, and I was too. So I guess we'll just see what happens on Friday. And until another video, guys, thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.